Freaks, geeks, and wrestling fans, welcome to the second episode of LTWLive. We are sitting here with Backsmasher, White Trash, and Cobra. Yeah, short names, fuck it all. And Fame.
It works. Yeah, it works for me.
We're here for wrestling. Y'all know the deal. We're going to recap Raw, talk wrestling, anything else we fucking feel like it for however fucking long we feel like it. So yeah, how y'all guys doing tonight?
Not bad about yourself.
Pretty good, man. Pretty good.
Sound like you just woke up there, sir.
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I ain't really been asleep all day.
So
I don't know. It all blends together now.
So I gotta say this: how many people got really? Do you think the WWE pissed off tonight?
They ain't pissed off me.
See, it's one of the.
A lot of people. Don't look at the trends right now. No CM Punk.
Yeah, well,
which is United States trends, dude.
Okay, well, how about this? How many people do you think they pissed off that were there tonight live?
I laughed
everybody.
my ass off with the music.
Yeah.
I laughed my ass off.
Okay, no, I
knew it wasn't him.
You knew he wasn't going to come out, but it was funny as hell to see fucking Paul Heyman fucking come strutting his pissed off look on his face, and I'm like...
I haven't watched the first 2 hours of Raw, but I heard about that, and right away I'm just like, I didn't even care. I thought it was a good thing, because at least they finally, on TV, admit, yeah, he's not here.
Well, they already knew that.
You know what I mean? Like they
CM Punk chants out the ass tonight and everything. Might as well didn't sort of address the cat in the bag or whatever you want to call it.
Yeah, well, I mean, it's about fucking time, you know. Like one of your top guys is gone. I mean, I'm not saying you gotta come out like McMahon did when he chastised Austin, but don't just pretend he never fucking existed. That's piss poor storytelling.
Some people are Paul Heyman shoot on him. No, if they didn't want that was a work, motherfuckers. It's wrestling.
Yeah. It's like, a bunch of internet rumors that he was coming back, and then his music starts the show in Chicago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I mean, I got no problem with it. I would love to see him, but at the same time, if he don't want to come back, then I don't want to see him. You know what I mean? Because Austin.
All the fans are like CM Punk. CM Punk. Don't y'all guys realize he walked out on y'all?
Yeah. Well, he literally just leading up to it. This is different, I think, than the whole I'm gonna win your championship and walk away thing. This was literally just you know what, 20 years in. Some people call him a crybaby, but I mean to be this far in, this far over, and not main event WrestleMania yet, he was champion and didn't get to headline WrestleMania. What the fuck, you know?
Mm-hmm.
So I don't blame him for walking out, man. I think, but everybody who's talked about it, keeps saying he's coming back. Oh, he's gonna come back. He's gonna come back. Well, the people saying that, Stone Cold Steve Austin, Mick Foley, JR, they're all people that left and came back. Mm-hmm. So they figured, but I don't think Punk is like that.
I don't think he'll come back.
I think
depending on what a conversation with Vince McMahon was, he still has some contractual obligations with his contract. His contract's not due up until this summer?
Yeah, July, I think.
Yeah, I think it's July. So, unless he made some sort of a deal with McMahon to get out of his contract early, which, if he did, nobody's saying anything about.
The thing is, he's not making any money right now. That's part of the contract. You don't show up, you don't make any money, and he's basically not allowed to go anywhere else.
Yep.
Right? He was supposed to be on an episode of that At Midnight game show with Hardwick there, and he got pulled from it because, contractually, WWE can sit there and say, if you're not going to be on our show, you're not going to be on any show, and that's the way the contract's written. But the interviews I saw leading up to this shit just really seems like the man does not fucking care.
And he was
the biggest clue for me that something was going to happen is the the Q&A session he had at
Yes.
what was it Wizard World Comic Con?
One of the Comic Cons somewhere, yeah.
Yeah, I think it was out in California. Where just looking at him, he looked dead tired.
Well, not just that, but like you listen to him talk about the problems he had, and the thing, the dead giveaway for me, where it was just kind of like I don't think I'm going to see him ever again, was when he was sitting there going, like he was talking about Daniel Bryan, and Daniel Bryan is kind of like what I was, and I'm like, okay, he does not see himself as top dude anymore, whereas a couple years ago he did. It seemed. I mean, I'm putting words into his mouth, but he ain't fucking saying nothing.
Yeah, he ain't saying shit because we checked his Twitter feed before we went live, and the last tweet he put out was June or Jesus
January. Jesus Christ!
It was one of those.
One of those J months. Yeah.
One of those J months. Yeah. January 27th, which was the night he walked out of Raw.
Yeah. And I don't know. Like a lot of people are sitting there going, "Oh, well, he's not making any money." He doesn't seem like that guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like he
like
seems
that guy.
like. Say again? Sorry?
I said he doesn't steam like that guy.
He does not steam like that guy. Let me drink more Four Loko. Get this shit straight.
Yeah, I was going to say.
Straight.
Start drinking so you can speak better. I got to fuck with you somehow, Johnny.
Yeah, no, it works for me.
Yeah. You got to drink more so you can speak right, eh?
Yeah, well. I gotta tell a little... break down the fourth wall and tell the story about we'll call it the pre-lobby for lack of a better term. My shit wasn't working. I couldn't hear nothing. I don't know if anybody could hear me. And so I fixed my mic, and the first thing I hear is Backsmasher say, "Canadian bacon's not real bacon, eh?" or something. I was like, "Fuck you."
Well, I hop in and you hear me. He's like, "Hello?" I'm like, "Yo, what's going on? Can anybody hear me? Hello?" I guess they can't hear me. I don't know what's going on. So TP's like, he says some shit where he's talking shit, and I'm like, what'll really piss him off? In my head, I'm thinking, I know what'll piss him off. So instantly, it's like, Canadian bacon isn't real bacon, you Canadian fuck.
And that was the precise moment I come back.
And he's like, I fucking heard that. I'm like, oh damn.
What's up, man?
You could say just about fucking anything to me, but Canadian bacon will just start wars.
And I will say Canadian bacon is damn good. And we're talking about the Canadian stuff, not the fucking American bullshit.
Yeah. Yeah, no, we're not talking about bacon. Fucking. CM Punk wasn't there.
Alright. So basically...
Alright, so hey, congratulations to the late Paul Bearer for getting nominated for Hall of Fame 2014.
I like the people going in this year, that's for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, but where the fuck is Randy at, man? They need to fucking put his ass in. But really, it's like up to the state of same way of Owen Hart and them.
All right, so who's all going in this year? I didn't see that.
Ultimate Roberts.
All right, hold on, one person at a time. Jesus Christ.
No, let's all talk at the same time. Ultimate Warrior, Jake the Snake, Lita, and Paul Bearer.
That's a solid class.
Now,
yeah.
Hey,
I don't know about Lita, but that's definitely a solid class.
What do you? Hey, man,
I give Lita
as far as the women's division in like the '90s era, like her and Trish has been in there already. So
yeah, all right, then yeah, I would definitely give it to Lita. I don't know.
Trish was last year, wasn't she? Or the year before? It was last year. One of them years. It was
a couple of years ago, and then she's like, "Yeah, I got a little stratosphere in the oven."
Yeah.
Actually, I heard her and Stone Cold doing the podcast thing, and it was hilarious because at when she first started out, she was like, "Yeah, I played this video game called Mortal Kombat, and I go up to Lance Storm. I'm like, I want to do this move like Sonya," and Lance is like, "That's not really how it works, Trish." And there's a couple of her moves that are like based on video games, and so
little hurricane in the corner, basically Sonya's little old school.
Yeah, no, the little nerd in my pants grew. It's like, wait, she's hot and she played Mortal Kombat? What?
No, she
So what? Because I didn't see it. I know Paul Heyman came out to Punk's music.
Basically,
And somehow miraculously sat cross-legged.
Basically, he came out. Well, he sat like CM Punk in the ring with dude, with like the mic in his hand.
Yeah, but I didn't think like I got these short little stubby legs and a big beer gut. I can't do that.
Let's just put it this way. I got big balls. I know I can't cross my legs like that. It's just never gonna fucking happen. I never understood how dudes could ever sit that way either, and I'm like, man, my shit gets in the way.
You know the shit that fucks with me is when dudes like put like one leg over the other like ladies.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about. Like, I don't understand how they fucking can put their leg over like the women do and just fucking. And I'm like, dude, my balls get in the fucking way.
Oh, yeah, even when I'm wearing like tighty whities and keep everything as tight in as it can, no, I can't do it.
Even if I literally lifted my shit up and tried to do it, just ain't fucking happening.
No, I know what you mean.
That's like.
So how was? Oh, sorry. Yeah.
No,
how
go
was
ahead.
the Paul Heyman promo?
Yeah.
He's Paul Heyman, bro. He can always talk when he gets on the mic, bro.
Yeah, I know.
He looked pissed off. I don't know. Sorry.
Yeah. Fucking, he didn't really say much. He just basically, just says that it's the fans' fault why CM Punk isn't there anymore and all that shit.
Yeah.
That was just a meeting to get Brock Lesnar to come out the ring, bro. Nah, fuck no.
It's like anything though, right, man?
Like I said, might as well just go ahead and fucking get the cat out the bag, fucking like play CM Punk's music, have Paul Heyman hit. He's a Paul Heyman guy.
Yeah, no, that was. I got to admit, I mean,
liked it.
I like it. Because for me, the things that I fucking hate are, like, right now, my least favorite wrestler is Christian. I mean, he's a good worker. He can still put on good matches, but his matches don't tell a story like they used to, and he can't gain traction as a babyface. He can't get heat as a heel. He's literally just this guy in the mid-card to take up 15 minutes. You know what I mean?
Speaking of, him and Sheamus had a match tonight.
Yeah, that's what I hear. And like,
basically, it take up time.
Yeah, like Sheamus can still get a reaction out of the crowd sometimes.
Yeah, but really, the fucking audience was killing anything for that match because they were just being so disrespectful, I guess you would say, regardless of how the match was going. They just see him Punk and boo and all that shit.
Yeah. Well, I mean, actually, so I gotta start this Bautista thing off right. Because I tuned into SmackDown on Friday because I had nothing better to do. Because everybody knows SmackDown.
They went ahead and said, "Fuck it, he's legit heel." It's like, let's go ahead. And
is it just me or does like SmackDown seem like the minor leagues of wrestling at times?
Yeah.
No,
yeah, it does.
All the other shows they do, like Superstars and stuff.
Yeah, but it just feels like, SmackDown is like, the redheaded stepchild of fucking WWE.
Yeah. Yeah, it's really like, okay, who's not tired tonight? Okay, you got a match.
Yeah, because, like, remember how they had Monday Night Nitro and what was it, like, Thursday Night Thunder or whatever for fucking WCW? You always had solid people on either one,
Well, even SmackDown used to be solid.
But
you know what I mean?
When they started to like segregate it into like only wrestlers for SmackDown and only wrestlers for Raw, is when it kind of got a little, I don't know, it seemed like it was like, okay, fucking, you have like, Raw is the big league, and then you have like the D League. Not like the D League, but like it's like AAA baseball,
Yeah.
You're not, you might be a big star, but it's like, it just seems like, SmackDown to me was always like, all right.
Not always.
Not always, but like the second they started.
A lot of times you had Undertaker, Brock Lesnar, when they had the drafts and different shit.
Like they would have the
nowadays
drafts.
That doesn't go on though. It's just like there's one title and both the shows are kind of the same.
Yeah, when they first had it, dude, it was pretty badass because you got to see decent shit.
Just watched the first episode of SmackDown on fucking the network the other day. It was playing.
I'm actually tempted to fucking get that. But
I still haven't attempted it up here in Canada. But I think I have figured out the best way to do it, and it's because I have a Roku 2, which is slightly antiquated, but the way you unlock American shit on that is you sign up for an American account, and then it says, okay, I'm American. So I will try it for the fellow Canadians out there, and if I can make it work, I'll post a little video saying it worked. I won't tell you how to do it because fucking all of a sudden it becomes like my biggest video ever, and it's like, oh hey, we know him. Oh, it doesn't work anymore.
Shut down now.
Yes. Delete.
Oh, by the way, just a heads up for anybody. I know this has nothing to do with wrestling, but the GTA 5 update is out.
Doom Beta is not here yet? Okay, sorry.
Yeah, I know you're not big into that.
South Park's not out yet.
No.
Yeah.
Dude, I actually want to get that, dude. I was watching some of the shit on the South Park thing. I was like,
Yeah, well, I didn't watch it because I knew I was going to get it, so I usually don't do shit like that. Like, when I know I'm going to get a game, I try to stay away from spoilers and bullshit from that, like that.
My whole thing is, well, I mean, so do I. I mean, I'm really actually amped up for Titanfall. That's my main thing right now. Like, seems
See how
like
it does after that.
Oh, I haven't muted my phone yet. Sorry.
it just seems like every other. It just seems like every other game that's coming out. Like, it sounds like it just seems like any game that's out too. I'm like really bored with it, except for GTA. Just because I think, you know, that's amusing.
I still got way too many fucking things like backlog to play.
I was gonna say, how many fucking games do you have, TP? Because I know you got a fuck ton.
On Steam, it's just like 150. Just 150.
Yeah, and I know like
Just
games.
150. I got,
Dude,
I got like
Yeah,
7.
like,
Well, you think about it, right? So like,
Still
you know,
Steam, man.
it's funny as hell because at one point, you know, he was coming out with like a video of like, you know, his first impressions or this or that, and I'm watching. I'm like, dude, he's up to like 20 fucking games. He's probably not finished yet.
Dude, I got like out my Steam library. I think I've like officially beat 5 of them. I have like 150. Of course, some of them will like never really be beaten. But,
Oh, no. I think we gotta ask the question: when 2K15 comes out, are you getting Xbox Live back?
I'd be getting the PS4 by then, bro.
PS4, you're going.
Most
Fine.
likely.
I'm not wrestling you then.
I was gonna say,
Somebody's
by
gonna
the
be
time
good.
2K, by the time 2K15 comes out, it's only going to be for next gen.
Well, they probably will still put it out on both gens just because.
It might. Yeah.
If they were smart, they would. I mean, I hate to say it, but you think about it. You want to make money, fucking put it out on both fucking systems or
I'm
on
not
all
gonna-
consoles.
Like, why isn't there a PC one yet? Like, or am I just like on crack and couldn't find it?
Nah, there isn't. Nothing like the last PC WWE game or will be like WWF Raw. Maybe.
Yeah, like,
You get
I don't
mods
know.
and shit like that for other things, but no, there's as far as like mainstream wrestling games on the PC, like WWF ones. No.
yeah.
That's really odd.
I
That
don't
they
even
don't,
actually think you like really have any out there that are pretty much just like PC exclusive, except for like some weird indie shit. Not even indie shit, like fan made shit.
that's just really weird that they don't put it out on PC.
No,
Yeah.
You would think there'd be enough of a market for it.
Yeah.
'Cause, I mean, like, all those PC gamers out there, like, like, you know, the, what is it, 1,600 people who play Ghosts on PC?
Yeah.
Like, every video I've seen where people talk about it,
Well, it's not me, man.
yeah, well, no, like, yeah,
I mean,
like,
more.
I know you talked about it, lots of people have talked about it, and it has nothing to do with wrestling. So, Rollins walked out on the Wyatts, I heard, or on the Shield,
Yeah.
What happened there? What happened?
Yeah,
Tell me about it.
I caught it mid-match, and Ambrose was in the ring. He went to go for the tag. Bray Wyatt had knocked Reigns off the apron. He went to go make the tag to Rollins, and Rollins jumped down. And as he's walking up the ramp, Reigns stopped him and says, you know, what the hell are you doing? You know, what's going on? And
Yeah.
Rollins basically looked at him and says, you know what? I'm tired of being the glue of this. You two figure it out. And turned around and walked away.
That,
Yeah,
I got to
basically.
admit, of the way they could
Still a
break
match
that
of the
team
night,
up.
dude. They're not really
Oh, yeah.
breaking them up though the way they're
Yeah.
doing it right now. It's like because like when he did that, he stayed at the top of the ramp, but yet them two still went back in the ring and still like handled up on their business for a second. You know, did they shit?
Yeah.
You know, I got to admit though, Rollins walking away, that was something I didn't see coming.
Well, he didn't really walk away. He stood on the ramp and watched
Yeah.
them.
But
He just
still,
walked away.
still.
I mean, he started off the match and fucking looked good. He fucking like jumped on everybody outside, like just
dude.
by himself, and just like
Rollins.
the look on fucking
Rollins is
face
amazing.
awesome. Like so, like we get back to Paul Heyman and shit. Like he does his little shit. Basically, that sets up for Brock Lesnar coming out there.
Yeah.
Basically, a little promo about the Undertaker. You know, gonna beat Undertaker's ass, whatnot, blah blah blah. And, as basically Mark Henry comes out there as they're leaving. If you remember, like a few months back, Brock hurt Mark Henry, so they have a little fight or whatnot. Basically, Mark Henry gets his ass whooped again, gets hit with the steel stairs, and like was at the beginning of Raw, the announcer table's already destroyed. He gets F5 through the table. At the beginning of Raw. Actually, for the first hour, they started off strong. They started off with that. As they go to the commercial, the next there was actually the tag team title match, the Usos versus the Road Dogs. Or the Road Dogs.
So now, did I hear that right? They actually gave the Usos the tag team?
Yeah, they finally put the Usos over.
Yeah, they won. They're having a rematch tomorrow, main event. Woo. Live on network.
Well, I was about to say, like, what are they setting up with that?
I don't know, because you see when you figured they would take their fucking rematch clause back on a bigger show, but this is the first main WWE show to be live on the network, so maybe that's why. Because they're also having Daniel Bryan take on Kane tomorrow night on the network.
Okay, so they're trying to get a draw to the network. Okay.
Well, because it's
main event still on TV. I forget what channel it's on. It's not. We don't get it up here.
I have no idea. I've never watched it on it, but it's definitely going to be live on the WWE network itself. So that's what they're trying to push for. Looks like all in people.
They said the 4 shows they got right now: Raw, main event, SmackDown, and Superstars are all going to stay on their respective networks.
Well, they got deals with like USA and all that shit.
Yeah, they're just going to be replayed on WWE Network.
Like 30 days later. I want to watch Raw 30 days later.
No, actually they were saying that Raw is supposed to be, you're supposed to be able to go on the network. Yeah. As I said, the way they announced it is, once Raw gets done playing, you should be able to go on to the network and watch it again.
Maybe that's what they said originally.
That's what they said. They've got some contracts they've got to live out too. And plus,
shit, man.
Which network was it that stopped carrying pay-per-views right before the network came out?
Like one of the people, wasn't there some shit?
I forget, but like Elimination Chamber, if you were a subscriber of that network, Dish or whatever, DirecTV. Yeah, they're like, we're not going to bother offering this. It's like, oh, okay, so there's going to be some fighting.
That's still bullshit because Elimination Chamber wasn't on the network until it started with.
Oh, I know.
WrestleMania's going to be the first pay-per-view. But yeah.
Oh, that was just flat out saying, fries, it's guy love. Actually, in the comments here, Papa brings up, WWE Activision was still making games for the PS2 until 2010. So I'm thinking, you guys are right. Like they'll keep bringing it out for 360 and PS3 because I mean, like, let's face it, a lot of wrestling fans, and I'm not trying to categorize us, but some of us are fucking cheap. Too cheap to go buy a new system.
My 360 is like dead, nigga. That's basically the reason why I'm gonna be buying the next gen. Plus, there's other games too, not just that I want to see that I want to play. That's not gonna be on PC. That's just gonna be fucking PS4 and Xbox One.
Yeah. But at the same time, sometimes you get going and like these ports to older systems suck.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like it's like. Because they got to tone it down so much, and I don't know.
Well, I've got plenty of wrestling games on PC nowadays with all my Japanese emulators and all this shit, so I'm good.
I was actually thinking about going wherever and just buying one of those like USB N64 controllers.
Yeah.
Just because like I want to play No Mercy again. I miss that game.
I do have my 360 controller, brother. That, like, for games like that, your 360 controller works fine. Now, if you want to play something like GoldenEye, you might want to fucking...
Well, I kind of want to play Doom 64 because, like, You know how your channel went from like lots of games to like just wrestling games, almost. Mine might just start going to Doom.
I still do other games. It's just chopped in there.
Well, yeah. But I'll rephrase. I mean, you still do a multitude of games, but the majority of it is wrestling, fighting.
Yeah.
Why is there no Killer Instinct on your channel? Or there is, and I haven't seen it. And then I look like a big douchebag.
Because I don't have an Xbox One for that version, and the emulation did not work that proper.
Fair enough.
Yeah, because I've been trying.
Emulations. Look, I remember I had
I hate that I gotta try that, but I ain't gotta work a 64 to fucking R.
Yeah, I had a PS1 emulator, and I was playing Tony Hawk on it. And dude, it was like that game was already kind of fast anyway. And it was like playing it at like 4 times the speed. I'm like, oh shit.
So there's
have that remake or whatever you want to call it on PC. It's not bad.
So there's a comment made on the WWE website. Guy goes, CM Punk. CM Punk never main event. Inventing WrestleMania is equivalent of Macho Man Randy Savage not being in the Hall of Fame.
Again, that's not up to WWE on whether Macho Man allows. The same way Owen Hart's not in there. That's because of the state and who owns that shit.
No, I actually watched a video of Lenny Bofo, and somebody had asked him point blank, will Macho Man be in the Hall of Fame? And he says, you know what? If WWE wants to put him in the Hall of Fame, they have my blessing. But Randy's wish was that if he got put into the Hall of Fame, he wanted his whole family to go in with him.
Yeah. Lanny
and I
is
think,
dead, yeah.
Yeah, Lanny and his dad. So
that's understandable.
But that is one reason why you haven't seen Owen Hart in there is because of like the whole situation and that like the wife not signing on to her or some shit like that.
Hey, White Trash, where's your lower third?
Oh, my bad. Man, I am. Yep, I'm the man.
Yeah, alright, so after we have the fucking tag team title match, we get Big E versus Cesaro, which lasted about 5 seconds.
I kind of caught that. With the hug it out and everything.
No, this was the first time they showed up. It was Big
E
versus
okay,
Cesaro.
The wife told me about that.
Yeah, Jack came in and like fucking basically got him disqualified. Like Cesaro was going to hit the swing, and once he lit up on the swing, Swagger came in there and hit the Swagger bomb on Big E.
Yeah.
Well, the same shit in reverse happened later on during the match. I mean, later on during the night.
Because I remember last week I was sitting there saying, Zeb Coulter says they're not breaking up anytime soon, and the whole week I'm sitting there going,
well,
because Zeb Coulter would tell the truth, you know. I mean, he's not gonna fucking lie. Oh wait.
You can see Cesaro, like he's gonna be a big star, but he needs to go ahead and get out the tag team shit. He needs to go ahead and get out the tag team. Let them have a feud or whatever, then let him go about his shit.
And I hopefully theirs is better than the Primetime Players, because that was just a feud that I thought nobody gave a shit about.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't think they built it up. I don't think there's a way to build it up. I mean, unless Titus starts calling him a faggot, then all of a sudden you'll get some interest in there, right? All of a sudden, like, because let's just go on a limb and say people don't have strong opinions about homosexuality.
No.
I think that might have held his ass back coming out like that. Like, I have no problem with that, but I imagine some of the other wrestlers behind the scenes were like, nah, I'm not going to wrestle with him no more just because he did that, which that's fucked up. I imagine there's somewhere where some people like that.
Well, the thing is, though, is you are dealing with, in a way, like I've heard it said about many athletes, because, from 16 years old on, they don't really have a real job or have to live in the real world. They just play sports or wrestling or whatever and make money, and they don't mature ever. I mean, not that dudes really grow up ever anyway. Don't mind. Somebody cut me off. I'm fucking rambling.
Jokes.
By the way, Palpatine said it. By the way, I expect my daily shout out for my entertaining self-suffering. LOL.
Papa Palpatine's not getting a shout out.
And then also he said, no lower third. I'm sad face emoticon right now.
Oh, he even breaks out the Psycho Stick reference. Obey the beard, son. It's on now. I'm sorry. Blame it on my ADD, baby. I swear to God, I wouldn't even like that song if it wasn't for that line.
Afraid to ask.
Yeah, bro.
What is it? Sail by AWOL Nation?
Oh.
Oh, yeah.
Devil Driver did a cover of it.
yeah.
Way better. Way better.
Yeah.
Never been a fan of Devil Driver.
Neither
And
would I, but that one worked.
I never heard the original. All I heard was the Double Driver version.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
The original, it's weird. It's all synth, right?
Yeah, it's all like synth techno.
And I heard it on the rock station. And, well, the weird thing about the local rock station is they use a lot of dubstep, mainly Skrillex, to do, you know, their little 30-second bits where they talk about their station and all the cool rock they play. And I'm like, you don't play dubstep. Why do you have dubstep in your little 30-second promo? I'm confused as all hell. Like, nothing makes sense anymore. Why didn't CM Punk come back? He hates us.
It's on sabbatical, man. It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love that.
Yeah,
At least-
listen to Vince. He's on sabbatical.
Yeah. Which just means McMahon hasn't convinced him to come back yet.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
But
You know what? I bet you if McMahon promised him the WWE ice cream bars, he'd come back.
like, I could honestly, like, I mean, obviously I don't know these people in real life, but just everything you see about them, you know, off, on camera, whatever, it honestly seems like McMahon could say to him, okay, well, what if you headline WrestleMania? And Punk goes, it's kind of already gone. You know, it's too little, too late.
Come back, motherfucker. Shit.
Well, apparently that's the thing that put him over the edge.
Oh yeah.
Like, I mean, I even said at that Comic-Con we talked about earlier, he wasn't shit-talking Batista, per se,
Yeah.
but he was just kind of sitting there going, like, why is this guy coming back? And from tonight, I can honestly say I still don't think Batista's in ring shape. I mean, he's not as good as he was when he left, I'll tell you that fucking much right now. And then what the fuck were they trying to set up with Orton being like, oh, I want to wish you luck, bro, and then Batista slams, sorry, edit, Batista says, you know, he slams Bryan into him, like, is this the start of them trying to turn Orton face?
Well,
Because they
don't
can't
have
leave
two fucking
Sorry?
heels going at it. Also, you don't have two heels going at the main event. Fuck, that sounds dumb.
Well, I mean,
Yeah.
they've had two faces going at it the last two.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Right? I mean, Cena and The Rock, neither one of them was a heel.
Yeah, but I think putting two faces in there to go head to head is a lot better than trying to put two heels in there, because you put two heels in there, nobody really gives a shit.
Well,
Somebody
not
already
just
gives a
that,
shit.
but
Yeah,
at
I was
least
going to say, I don't think anybody
Batista's-
really cares now. I mean, it's
Yeah.
Not
Well,
really.
at least Batista's starting to, like, at least he's got a decent heel angle that he
Yeah.
can work with. I mean, the ball is his to drop, right? But Orton just has this consequential, hold on, need another drink. But every episode he's on is fucking, inconsequential, unimportant. Like, he does this whiny, sniveling little baby thing, but he doesn't, I don't know. He's a better heel than this. And I don't know why he's...
Yeah, I think he definitely makes a better heel than he does a face.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't a plan to have Batista heel in the first place. He was supposed to be
Right.
face when he came in, but they kind of fucked that themselves.
And
Yeah.
to be fair, if Punk hadn't left, would Batista's face run have worked?
Now, because it's still with a lot on Daniel Bryan, and they're still fucking over Daniel Bryan, and they're making it look like he came out. No, we're going to give you. Remember, this is what y'all been asking for. That's what he said. That no, we didn't ask for you and Triple H, but they're making it come out that way, where everybody's actually starting to take into it, like at the end of the Raw and everything.
Yeah. Well, I can't believe.
Like,
okay,
they booing the
run
shit
Raw.
out of Stephanie and Triple H. I love it. He's like They when Stephanie, where Triple H, Stephanie, and Bryan were in the ring or whatever, doing a little whole promo and shit. Something got said about might as well be Stephanie taking on Bryan, and Triple H was like, I'm pretty damn sure Stephanie will beat your ass too.
He's like, I'm 90% sure she can whoop your ass too.
Bring out that heel. I gotta say, I've always loved McMahon, Helmsley era from back in the day when they were heels, so doing this shit still reminds me of that. Where it comes back and being in power, being the heel couple.
Well, see, I know way back when the
storyline
they were talking about, back when the rumor was circulating that they tried to get Austin back, was that... Wait, did I talk about this last week?
Maybe.
I don't know. Tell me to shut up if I'm repeating myself. Okay, no. They wanted to bring Austin back as McMahon's ringer to fight Triple H for control of the company at WrestleMania, and then Austin was supposed to take on like a backstage manager role, right? Is what they talked about.
Mm-hmm.
But
Austin ain't down with this.
Well, no, it's like Austin says. I mean, like he's not coming back for just one match.
No, it's gotta be something.
The man's standard is so high of what he would have to be able to do when he got back that I don't think he can. Right? I mean, I think he's too fucked up. I mean, he's got a lot of battle wounds, that guy. And I think he would rather not come back than to come back shitty.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Freedom Fry says that old fart Hogan is taking the title this year. He got to pay for his daughter's has-been debt and pay for his new wife's facelift.
Yeah, I heard that. Now, Aaron Paul hosted tonight, yeah?
Huh? Who? Where? He actually showed up on the show? I never seen him.
I heard. My thing was all I wanted to do...
5 minutes, that was about it.
Did he call anybody a bitch?
No, he drove Ziggler out there for Ziggler's match against Alberto, which he's just pretty much a throwaway now too at this point. And he was on commentary for a few seconds, and he made the distraction by standing on top of the announcer's table. That had been fixed like within 5 minutes of being broken. I love that. It's so easy to put together nowadays.
Yeah.
Back in the day, it would have been broke throughout the whole fucking night, and it would have just been a regular table, just wooden table sitting there for him. But nah, he didn't really do much of shit. He was there for like 5 minutes. Like I said, he made a distraction, stayed on top of the table, let Ziggler win. And that
was my whole thing. Like I didn't, because there's just so many times of Breaking Bad where he just has
White
that.
Was seen a lot
Here
more
we're gonna do, bitch, and just the way he says it, science, bitch.
This is my own home domicile, bitch.
Yeah. But he hesitates first, right?
Yep.
And it's like, oh, I've got your attention now.
Bitch.
And he doesn't say bitch. He says bitch. Oh, I love it. So, well, I didn't watch Raw. I'll watch it tonight after we're done here. But what did we think? Was tonight a fail or a win?
Overall, it was a good episode. Like, they had some good shit. Like the Wyatt match, and like that's the best match of the night. Like,
what about Cena's promo? I was home in time to watch.
Cena was there too. I didn't remember seeing him.
Oh yeah, he came out and did a promo.
I know. I don't fucking. I don't know. I was like taking a shit during that. Is that you want to think of Cena?
Yeah. I took a shit so I could come back for the Divas match.
Hey man, Divas match. All right, so yeah, the match before the Divas match was the one where it was fucking Christian and fucking Sheamus. Yeah. They were getting booed out the fucking arena. Couldn't even hear shit. Not even necessarily booed because it was a bad match. It's booed because the the crowd's being a dick.
Because it's not CM Punk.
Yeah,
Well,
but they
you
don't
know-
say shit during the Divas match. I was like, that's just a fickle fuck.
Who fought?
It was the Bellas and Alicia Fox and Asana, whatever the fuck her name is.
Oksana?
Oksana.
They didn't even bring out Punk's girlfriend? Wow.
But nah, man, she's on a sabbatical too, bro.
Yeah, well, she's all like, fuck you guys, I'm going to my boyfriend's house.
With the title.
I'm going to get some of that straight edge all up in this.
Fucking Santino and Emma had a match against fucking, of course, Summer Rae and fucking
You know,
and
I don't hate Emma.
she's a lot better on Next. Her match
Yeah,
was hard.
Emma and Summer Rae on NXT were fucking way better than anything I've seen them do in the big leagues. So I don't know if they get stage fright, if they fuck up, if they're told to. But like I said, man, Summer Rae, I saw her on NXT and I'm all like, honey, you gotta check this out. Bitch can wrestle. And then they come over and it's like, no.
Pretty much that
No.
whole Next Arrival pay-per-view they had, because they showed it on network or whatever, was pretty fucking awesome. It was like last Thursdays in place. It was their pay-per-view or whatever.
Oh yeah, I haven't seen that yet. How was it?
It was good. It was good shit.
Yeah,
They had the
it
ladder
was
match
really
in the
good.
main event.
I'm kind of at the point, not at the point, but every time I tune into NXT, I almost get more into it than I get into the big leagues right now. Like, than Raw, than SmackDown. And I don't know if it's still... It kind of has that low-rent Stampede wrestling feel to it, you know, that...
Yeah.
You know, it's not as much glitz and glam and all that shit. It's just... You know, this one guy comes out and he sings and he sounds like an asshole and he looks like a douchebag and he wrestles and he gets his ass kicked and I love it. Like there's a certain cheese factor that's almost missing. You know, where's the fucking milk truck, McMahon?
Now that if we had the network, we'll be checking out a lot more. For instance, let's say the Rival was awesome.
No, well, I don't know. I think they have potential. I think they've got a bunch of young stars coming up that are going to be good. I think they've got some older stars that are okay. But that medium age is where it seems to be like there's nobody there. It's either the young guy, like the new guys or the old guys. And they're, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I agree with you on that one.
Well, and like the other thing too, like Cena's whole thing, and I know it's this new thing because he said it twice. It's like, if you want to make it to the WWE, you got to come through me. Okay.
Let's say,
But
you
I
said in
don't.
the podcast, like people got to step up, take a chance. They have to put it out there in that promo too. Now,
Yeah.
Like, hey,
You
Like, I
sound
don't
muffled there,
put it out
TP.
there. Is it rubber?
Yeah, you sound muffled when you're talking.
Well,
Yeah.
I was leaning back in my recliner, bro.
Yeah,
That's what
no,
it
cut
is.
that shit out, man. Sit up straight. Pay attention.
Bring the mic to
It's
your
like, rubber.
Yeah, it's like
it's cold.
It's like the whole time it's like rada. I'm like,
I don't even know what the fuck I said anyway now. Some shit.
That's okay, anyway.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna throw this out there, and I think the reason WrestleMania is gonna suck is because they're scrambling.
I'm
I
only
don't
paying
know.
$10
Yeah.
for it, so I'm cool, man.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to pay the $80 it takes
I'll enjoy
to
the
fucking
Brock
get it.
Lesnar
you know?
Taker match, and I'll most likely enjoy the fucking Punk and Triple H match. As far as everything else that's on the card or what they've
Yeah.
showed off, which pretty much is
If
one
Punk
match.
comes back.
You mean Daniel Bryan, Triple H?
Ain't that what I said? No,
You
No,
said
you said
Punk.
Punk.
Suck
You
it.
said Punk and Triple H, which was what it was supposed to be.
Yeah, my bad. Whatever.
Yeah.
I still don't like the way that they've just kind of taken Punk's name, erased it, and penciled in Daniel Bryan. I think Daniel Bryan's a charismatic enough person that he should get his own fucking storyline, not Punk's hand-me-down storyline, you know?
Yeah.
I don't know.
Hey, he should have been in the fucking main event.
Yeah, I
guys,
agree.
I'm
See,
gonna
now-
hop out of here. I'm fucking beat. I'm sorry, man.
It's all good, bro.
I gotta
Knox
fucking-
Smasher's leaving before he falls asleep live again.
Yeah, pretty much. You know, I gotta go. Like, I have to stay up like 24 hours, so I need to go hop in the shower and wake myself the fuck up. Fucking sucks because I got chemo tomorrow, so it's one of those. If I fall asleep now, I'll be wide awake during chemo, and that is like the most boring shit in the whole entire world. So, all right, guys, thanks for having me on. I will catch everybody later.
All right,
We'll see you, man.
All right, see you
later.
Okay.
You probably won't stay on too terribly much longer. It'll get a little bit more shit out. You know, it's all good. It's whatever.
I don't know what else. I don't know what else I've got. Like, I mean, I honestly can't see Orton Bautista being the headline match of WrestleMania because I honestly think everybody will just fucking turn their TV off. Unless the only way I could see that work is if that, because I'm always working these storylines in my head in the way I would do it. If it were me, if CM Punk is going to come back, he would come back at WrestleMania just to fuck up that match.
Fuck it all up, bro.
You know what I mean? Just to fuck it up and like at this point, Punk could come back as kind of the NWO style, like very loosely. Obviously, you don't want him to come back as a direct fucking ripoff of NWO. But they could play that angle. But it all depends on if he even wants to fucking come back, and I don't think he does.
Right.
Now, will he go anywhere else?
No. Fuck no.
No, because he stated that once he's done, he's done.
Yeah, he ain't going nowhere else.
He's not gonna go anywhere else.
I mean, my whole thing is I don't really care if he doesn't come back to wrestling. But I would tune in every week to the CM Punk podcast or you know what I mean?
If he did decide that he was going to go someplace else, I think he would end up back at Ring of Honor.
I think so too.
Yeah, I don't really see that even happening just because he's doing so much shit in his career and put it out there. Like I said, when he's done, he's done. But again, he's not necessarily done just yet, I don't think. And if he was officially done with the company, Vince McMahon would have came out there week one and said, look, guess what? This motherfucker walked out on you, so be it. Just like he did with fucking Austin.
And
how big of a name it is. It's fucking Vince McMahon's company.
Yeah. Well, not just that, but Punk seems like the type of guy, if he had 100% made up his mind that he was done,
he would have said something.
You wouldn't be able to shut him up.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or who knows? Maybe August 1st you'll get the big fucking press release. You know what I mean?
Bro.
Yeah.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Yeah, man. August 1st.
Right. Like I don't know when in July his contract ends, but
yeah.
Yeah.
But I don't know. I thought they handled a Chicago show without CM Punk the best they could.
Fucking right.
You know what? Like, I mean, how do you handle the fact that Punk's not there? And
well, they play his music and fucking do all that shit, and not only that happens, Paul Heyman says CM Punk is not here tonight, and any other wrestling smart Mark fans gonna be like, oh, he's not here? That must mean he's here. So the whole night they're thinking, oh, he's gonna come out. He's gonna come out. But he never came the fuck out. So tricks on y'all guys.
Well, hey man, the sneakiest thing anybody in the wrestling industry can do is tell the truth.
Yeah, bro. Yeah.
Very true. Very, very true.
You know what I mean?
I think they pulled it off perfectly with the fucking like they're in fucking Chicago or whatever. I think they pulled it off good. Like I already knew he wasn't going to show up, but you never knew because you know it's still. But the way they pulled it off, awesome.
Yeah. Well, the fact that they even ran longer than they normally do, and they had everybody out there. You know, they had Triple H, Stephanie, Bautista, Borton, Bryan. Like, I mean, they were setting it up hard. Kane. Like, it was set up hard that he could have walked out at any second. You know what I mean? I still sat there because that's how that fucking show gets me. They show me something, right? And it's like, oh, Punk could show up. And then I'm glued because something might happen. Whether it does or not. Like, I know even when, was that last week? When Ambrose finally showed up to help the other two in the Shield,
Yeah.
I was sitting there, I was glued to the TV because I honestly didn't know if he was coming. Then he showed up, I'm like, oh, okay, he's there.
Like, if they, which I don't see, they don't need to break them up just because they're awesome together. But they are going to break them up, and they are leading to something. What are they going to do, like a triple threat at WrestleMania? That'd be sweet. But then again,
Yeah.
I don't see that happening.
No,
Like,
I don't either.
You get little instances here and there, but like they say, he's trying. Looks like they were trying to strengthen the team with the way they did it. Because like, oh, I'm sorry to being the glue that holds it together, but like, them two still went back in there and still, they knocked it out. That was definitely the best match overall.
Yeah. Well, and you know the thing I like about the Shield and the Wyatts being the best match? Like, they were the best match on Elimination Chamber. They are the best right now, those 6.
Mhm.
And they're all young guys. This is the next generation. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, and I was thinking about possible storylines, too. Like, Bray Wyatt can always run the Wyatt family. Even if the other 2 leave, he can always just bring somebody else in. You know what I mean?
Brian.
So, yeah, like Daniel, like, I loved the Daniel Bryan Wyatt storyline.
That lasted a week.
Yeah, I wish it would have lasted longer, but
Now, here, what are your guys' thoughts on if they brought up Bo Dallas and put him in with Wyatt?
I don't think he's
You
ready
don't have a
yet.
beard. Where's the beard?
I would hate to see him join the Wyatts. I envision what I would like to see is kind of that, like let Bray Wyatt blow up a bit more if it's possible, and then bring in Bo Dallas the way that they brought in Kane. You know, like what if this is the one guy Bray Wyatt won't fight? I mean, they can't. They gotta change it enough.
Talking about his Bo levers. I'm pretty sure Bray don't mind whooping that ass.
Oh,
if
if Bo Dallas is coming up, they gotta reimagine him. This Bo Dallas character will never make it in the big leagues.
No.
He'll become another Ziggler. It's a shame where Ziggler is, because I think Ziggler has way more potential than he's exhibiting right now.
They edited it out, his "We Want Ziggler" chants.
Yeah, I loved that. I loved that. Speaking of Twitter, I am infatuated with Ryback's Twitter. Especially since, like, you have to see it within, like, the 4-hour period before he deletes it.
Deletes it? Yeah, I heard about that shit. I don't follow him, but yeah, I heard about that shit.
Oh, it's
Like,
crazy.
Tweet all kind of shit at the end, like delete his whole Twitter history. Like, nope, never said a word.
Yeah, no, I thought it was great. See, I always liked Ryback, though, eh?
Yeah.
I liked him better as I liked him better as a face.
Wait, wasn't that an enemy in like fucking Twisted Metal? Ryback.
Sounds like it.
Sounds like it. Yeah.
Every time I say it, I want to say Ryback's a set. You know what I mean? Like, it just, I don't know. That's what comes to my mind. No, but I loved the Feed Me More chants. I think the problem with Ryback and why he is where he is now is they pushed him up to main event with Cena, and he wasn't ready for that yet.
No.
Especially, like, he didn't have enough momentum to lose, what was it, 3 fucking pay-per-views in a row?
Yeah.
Yeah, like they
try to bring him, make them all like the monster or whatever.
Yeah. I do like the idea of, if they ever did it, because there was a theory that they wanted to get Ryback versus Goldberg for WrestleMania.
Goldberg ain't gonna do that shit.
Jeez.
No,
he
Goldberg
won't, but-
comes back. It's gonna be for a payday. It's gonna be somebody get somebody established, like
Yeah.
it's not it's actually a big name.
Yeah.
Like against
Well-
your Daniel Bryan or your CM Punk or something like that.
Well, the
Yeah.
storyline they proposed, and I thought it'd be great for Ryback. It would suck for Goldberg, but they were like,
that's why Goldberg
they're gonna let Ryback beat Goldberg. That way, whenever they do the Goldberg chants, Ryback could be just like, "Yeah, I beat him." What? Oh man!
I see the story on Yahoo today. It said Goldberg owns a goat, and his name is Goatbird.
Yes, I saw that.
At least it ain't Goldberg.
Yeah.
Speaking of TMZ, what the fuck, Matt Hardy?
Excuse me.
Do you guys
What?
see that shit? Like, I mean, I know it was a while ago, but like, him and his wife literally kicked the shit out of each other. Like, he's got black eyes, and so does she.
Kick the shit out of each other.
Yeah.
Keep word there, each other.
Yeah.
Yeah. Apparently they got a settlement in court now.
Yeah. Well, it's like, it's
And
funny
there's
that...
a bunch of bullshit behind all their the whole relationship.
Yeah.
Whatever.
Well, I always had a soft spot for the Hardy Boys, still do, but it's one of those things that, I mean, Jeff Hardy's probably doing okay on TNA.
Yeah, well, he's coming back as Willow.
Willow. I thought there was people like that.
Yeah.
There's actually people like, is that Jeff Hardy? I was like, are you dumb as fuck?
Yeah.
Do you
Like,
not clearly see that it's Jeff Hardy?
I see the first promo for Willow, and I'm like, oh, well,
Of course,
okay.
he
Jeff's
was
doing the character.
like way back in the Omega shit, like way back then. But even just looking at the person, you could tell it's Jeff Hardy without knowing anything else.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But Matt Hardy was always the, you know how there was Edge and Christian?
Yeah.
At least that's the way it was for me. And that's kind of the way it's like Jeff and Matt Hardy.
Yep.
Like, I mean, Matt Hardy's good and everything, but he was no Jeff Hardy. And I think that's where Christian's falling apart too, is he's not Edge. You know what I mean? Like, Edge, I thought Edge carried him. I thought they worked well together, and I thought Edge did well on his own. I don't think Christian can.
I think Christian did a lot better when he was in TNA doing Christian Cage.
Yeah.
I'm not familiar.
When they brought him over there, though, he was the big, TNA star that they could purchase. So of course, they're going to fucking put him over, though.
Yeah. Well, and a lot of people say this, but does TNA even have a chance?
At the moment, no.
At the moment, no, not at all.
Like, are they ever going to be?
WWF has been going on for how many years?
I know.
TNA has been going on. You can't. You can't even.
Really don't. Yeah. They don't have a snowball's chance on hell.
But they will even tell you that themselves, though. Like people, it's not. You can't really compare the two when one's been going on for such a long fucking time, going all the way back to WWF and shit like that.
I guess the main question is, will TNA ever be good enough for Vince McMahon to purchase?
Because
isn't that what he does with competition? Fucking buy him.
But mainly, he mainly did all that, like for the libraries, like fucking. Because did he do anything with WCW? Fuck, nobody got a massive ass library that he can make tons of money off of from DVD sales and all this shit.
Yeah.
Especially was go for so cheap at that time too, from what everybody said. Because Chris Jericho's like, man, if I even heard it, man, I was like, I should have bought that shit myself.
Yeah.
One of the DVDs, and some shit like that.
And it's all thanks to Mick Foley.
Yeah.
I remember seeing, like, I loved the ad. I loved my story is a happy story. Right away, I'm like, I must watch this over and over again. But like that one point where it's like 600,000 people switched over to watch Mankind win the championship and never went back. It's just kind of like, WWE has always been defined by this bodybuilder, Hulk Hogan, The Rock, like they're always like these big, huge, burly guys, Ultimate Warrior and everybody like that. And then there's always a couple freaks like Andre the Giant or Big Show or little guys like Bret the Hitman Hart and Shawn Michaels. But it's kind of funny that this, like, the ultimate freak, I think, when it comes to wrestling, and I think that's what led to his success so much, the ultimate freak is the guy that put you over WCW. You know what I mean? Like, by all accounts, by the old logic, Mick Foley should have never been a star.
Well, not by fucking like WWF.
And he's easily one of the biggest they've ever had. You know what I mean?
Oh, yeah.
Ain't
And
gonna
I-
be denying this shit.
Yeah, and then even right now, who's the biggest one they got? Daniel Bryan. He's my height, my weight, except I'm a little chubbier. But, he's this bearded, long-haired...
He's a B-level player according to Triple H.
Yeah. Oh, and
Storyline.
don't get me wrong. I actually like that angle. I do.
Oh, yeah. Oh, it's gonna be a
My
good
only
match, too.
disappointment is I don't think Daniel Bryan's new tagline is going to be, "I'll fight you right now." I could see him going all Dr. Seuss with it too. "I'll fight you right now. I'll fight you at WrestleMania. I will fight you here. I will fight you there. I will fight you anywhere. I will fight you in a house. I will fight you with a mouse. I will fight you in a box. I will fight you with a box." Like, you know what I mean? He can just... And anybody else tried to do that shit, it wouldn't work. Daniel Bryan could do it. I tweeted at him, he didn't do it. I have to fucking have a talk with my boy there.
Canadians, eh?
Yeah. Well, he's from Aberdeen.
It's not real.
Yeah. No, he's from Aberdeen, Washington. That's damn near Canada.
Oh, bro. Yeah.
No, man, I don't know. Like I say, I still think WWE's struggling. I think it might be. You know what they need to do? Here's what would work.
They're struggling. Everybody's invested. They got.
Oh yeah, well they're making money. I think I just said this last week. If 10,000 people got up and walked out, another 10,000 would take their place.
Oh, no doubt.
Yeah.
If they pick their audience well enough, they could probably even find one that likes Cena. Cena's just one of those characters that I think it's just too stale.
He's never been around for too long doing the same shit.
You know the problem with Cena? You know why most people don't like them? Because if you and your girlfriend met Cena, your girlfriend would sleep with him.
Maybe not my
Pretty much, yeah.
ex-girlfriend.
No, my wife would. I'd be lucky if I heard the words goodbye as she walked away. Yeah, I mean, even though it's like, oh, John Cena's not my type, it's like, yeah, but, yeah, smarten up. I know this shit.
Look at that money.
Yeah, oh, gee, that helps too.
Yeah.
And he's dating. It's funny. This is how I can tell the Bellas apart and who they're dating.
The titty stars?
Yeah. The Bella with the big tits is dating the big guy. The Bella with the small tits is dating the small guy.
Free.
Yeah. Oh, which one had the nip slip and how long ago was that? You remember that shit?
Google.
God,
no, of course I remember it, yeah.
I had to rewind it a few times and try and get my wife to pay attention to the nipple without my daughter noticing why I'm rewinding it. And all of a sudden, my kid starts paying super attention to the screen, so I'm like, well, I can't rewind it anymore. So I looked it up on Twitter. I'm like, honey, you missed this.
So it's going to be everywhere on the fucking internet.
Oh, fuck
10
yeah.
seconds later, yeah.
I mean, hell, if you looked hard enough on the internet, you could probably find uncensored versions of Mae Young's tits.
Wait, I tap pictures, bro. You want some?
No. No. Not my thing. At the same time, I give Mae Young so much credit. Like, there was literally nothing she wasn't down for.
Taking fucking power bomb from the Dudleys off the stage.
Yeah.
In the ring, off the stage.
One, I thought that was like, I thought the way he did it was.
Yeah, he knew what he was doing.
Oh, he took care of her, but the way I thought he did it was that he went through the table and then brought her down. But then I saw it from another angle. It's like, no, her back went through the table at the same time.
Yeah. Depends which time, bro. They did it multiple times.
Yeah, right?
Oh, she was definitely down to do anything all the time.
She was like the wrestling chick.
Oh, yeah,
you know what I mean?
Man.
I don't know.
I always enjoyed her when I seen her home.
Oh, yeah, especially when she played that drunk. You know what I mean? She was just like her and Mark Henry. What the fuck?
Yeah.
Sexual chocolate. And they have a hand.
Oh.
And basically it comes down to why, because Vince McMahon thought it was funny. It's a hand.
Yeah. Well, and it's funny too, because the things Vince McMahon has even put himself through because he thought it was funny. Like, I heard the bedpan thing was all Vince's idea.
Yeah, it was.
Or like him actually pissing himself in the ring. Like, that's real piss, dude.
Oh, really?
Yeah. He pissed himself in the ring. You know what I'm talking about too, right? When Stone Cold fucking like...
Oh, I remember.
Yeah. He ain't afraid of one to take one for his company, bro.
Oh, yeah. No. I mean, he shaved his head.
Yeah.
And then the best part was because they had to keep the storyline going. You know he shaved it again.
Yeah.
He kept that shit shaved for a while, eh?
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
Well, you knew Donald wasn't going to lose his shit. What little shit he might have. Like, you knew Hugo wasn't going to be him. Fuck.
Yeah, well, wasn't there a point where even Donald kind of like lifted his hair up to show that it was attached? I thought I remember seeing that clip.
Still, you know the shit's thin as fuck, even so.
Oh, fuck yeah.
This man don't give a fuck, though, a little bit of hair.
No, man, he don't. That guy, and it's what worked. It's why we have the product we have today. He cares about an ass every 18 inches. And no matter what, he's at that point now where he could literally just probably walk in there, piss on the mat, walk out, and still sell fucking 80,000 tickets to it. Yeah, it's like, we're having no matches. I'm just going to piss into the ring. And people would probably still pay.
Yeah. Motherfucker has made millions, billions, whatever.
Oh, that's the other thing. Apparently
now,
Forbes, just named him a billionaire.
Yeah.
I keep checking Bleacher Report, wanting to see what they're going to say about Punk there. Because I want to... Because this... Dave... Dave Metzler or whoever said it.
Yeah, I know who it is. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just sitting there going like,
I've
okay.
heard of this name being in the wrestling world for a long time.
Yeah, was he in on it? You know what I mean?
He's just trolling everybody, man. Don't y'all motherfuckers learn to believe, don't believe what y'all read in the dirt sheets.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, really.
Let's do it. Paul Heyman. Oh yeah, Punk's not here, and he set it up so perfect.
Oh yeah. And I think, to be honest with you, if anything, this show was not the show to pretend that Punk didn't exist, and I think they at least did that.
Even before the show, they had the pre-show. Like the pre-show, they did they'll show it live on the network.
Yeah.
Josh Matthews said something like, "Oh, CM Punk ain't been here," because like the crowd was going through the whole fucking time, still chanting his name there too.
Yeah.
So once he pretty much announces say his name there, you figured he's going to do something.
Well,
at least acknowledge him to some
I had
extent.
like a split-second thought of his like last promo ever on live TV being, "I'm just here to talk to my Chicago people," and then it goes off air. You know what I mean? I like when you're dealing with wrestling, there's so much they can do that like literally like I wouldn't put anything past them. So anything you can imagine happening might happen, right?
Right.
It's wrestling, bro.
Yep.
Anything can fucking happen.
Yep. I mean,
that motherfucker can show up on TNA once his contract is over, but I highly doubt it.
I don't see it. I don't see it either.
But it is
like, I mean,
anything can fucking happen.
But okay, so who they got? They got Del Rio. They got Rey Mysterio.
And supposedly his contract was ending soon too with Del Rio's. Rey Mysterio can't really do shit.
Yeah, like. But if they got 4 or 5 names all quit at once and go to TNA, could it work? You know what I mean? I don't know if it would or not, but I don't know.
Nope.
I'm saying this though. I think the way we're gonna get the best Monday Night Raws, is if all of a sudden, out of nowhere, there's some other Monday show on that you might be interested in. You know what I mean?
Right.
Well, TNA tried that for a few weeks and realized that was a ratings kill on them.
Oh, yeah.
That's a while with that, but yeah. He said, no, we're going back Thursday. He said,
Oh, dude, I might have to completely give up on this website. It said they got an article, matches that define WrestleMania's legacy, and then they've got a picture of Brock and Cena.
Yeah.
I mean,
on that note, people.
Yeah.
Well, we pretty much covered everything on Raw. Like,
yeah, I think I don't know about you guys. I'm just gonna start repeating myself.
Yeah, me too.
Plus, I'm a bit tired of shit all.
Yeah.
But overall, I thought it was a good show. I thought they handled the fucking all the shit well, even if a lot of motherfuckers would put her because they ain't get to see him, regardless of what Dirt Sheet said or not.
Do you know? One thing before we go.
Did I watch Juno? Yeah, I watched Juno.
No, do you know what they should have had at the very end of Raw tonight?
What?
Bad news, Barrett.
I hate that dude. We got some bad news.
I know you're all
He
expecting
ended showing
CM Punk, but I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
I still don't understand. Like, is he hurt or was he hurt? Like, shouldn't he be?
Well, he was having
wrestling
visa
now?
issues.
Yeah, but he obviously isn't now.
I know.
Like,
But like
working.
even Stone Cold said, you know, like he would have been the best number 30 for Royal Rumble to walk out there.
No,
I know you're all
you know.
expecting Daniel Bryan, but I'm afraid I've got some bad news.
Well, anybody. You need some mid-carder or somebody. Don't bring out Ray.
Well, I think the thing is, too, is did WWE not know that everybody was going to be so pissed off that Daniel Bryan didn't come out? Like, they almost seem just a bit out of touch with the fact that everybody wants to see Daniel Bryan main event everything.
Yeah.
That's where we're at right now. You know what I mean? Yeah, see, we're going to start talking in circles.
Hopefully eventually pay off. Hopefully. Yeah, we'll fucking see. Yeah. As always, fucking, like I said, overall, I thought it was a good show. Fucking, they had some moments. Fucking, yeah. The fucking Wyatts and Shield match was the best match.
I'm going to go watch it now.
Next week. Yeah, because we went off the air with Triple H, Pedigree, and Daniel Bryan.
Yeah.
But yeah, alright people, well I hope y'all enjoyed that. This will be the second episode of LTW Live. I'm your local Native American that's a drunk redneck and he's some random white guy.
I like it.
Yeah.
If y'all shout out to want to promote your shit, shout out, go ahead. Before we end it.
I think you should follow at CobraStang75 on Twitter.
Only him.
I like that idea.
Yeah, only him, not us two.
Don't come to my channel; you'll be sorely disappointed.
Since I don't have a YouTube channel, so yeah, following me on YouTube ain't gonna get you shit.
Yeah.
Although I did get a message today from somebody on YouTube that wanted me to sub for sub. I'm like, dude, I don't make videos.
I was like, wait. We still get YouTube messages?
Yeah.
Like,
I know. Wow. Sub for sub. Yeah. I don't sub for sub.
Yeah, I don't either.
Yeah, no, I'll check your shit out. If I like it, I'll sub. If I don't like it, but no. No.
Days though of like,
go fuck yourself, man.
First of the game.
Yeah.
Dude, what's up? Nah, dude, I'm good.
No.
Well, I don't know about you guys. For the first year I was doing it, I was trying to hide my channel until, because I'm like, my videos aren't good enough. And they're still not really good enough, but people watch them anyway. Team White Trash if you want to be disappointed.
For all your Doom news and stuff.
I'm going to try and become the unofficial Doom guy. And I drink a lot of Four Loko.
There you go. That ain't enough reason right there, then I don't know, man. Well, fuck
I don't know, man.
Alright, people, we'll get off here. I hope y'all enjoyed this episode, and we will holler at you next week, most likely.
That's all, folks.
See ya.
Yep. Later, people.